Yeah, I gotta watch what I do. Got the Blessed Mother right over my head. If I misbehave, who knows? She could fall off that shelf, hit me right in the noggin. She already did it once. My fault, though. I had a statue, beautiful statue of Blessed Mother, and something happened, and I threw something, and I laid down on the couch. And then a few minutes later, the statue of the Blessed Mother fell on my head. I don't know what that was all about. Don't lose your temper, Billy. Get control of your temper. Because I got a temper on me. Man. Now what am I doing here? Here I am. Sinful and sorrowful. And I'm not going to go looking for stuff. Because that's where the devil gets me. Makes me look for stuff. Sometimes a couple minutes, sometimes in half an hour. And after a half an hour, I'm looking for something. I'm so upset I can't sing or nothing. Because I can't find what I'm looking for. Boy, it's irritating. In your old age, that's what happens with COVID. Long COVID. You jump for no reasons. Just things bug you. And you just get out of control almost. COVID does that. A disease from China. Spit right back in their face, didn't it? The wind changed. And they got what they were trying to give to us. So we both suffered. Luckily, they suffered because if they didn't, and they did that to us, we would have considered it a military move on us. And there would have been a lot of trouble. That's all we have to do is consider them military moving in on us. And it's the end of the world, people. Because we will not be taken over by a foreign country. We'll push the button first. Everybody will be in the caves looking for meat to put on the fire. But they ain't going to find any because no one know why. We disintegrated all the stuff that's living on Earth. So that's what we're up against, people. Foreign countries coming in and taking over with arbitration. Take your court rights away. Phone company comes in. You don't like their deal, go someplace else. You're the only ones around. How can I go to someplace else? Then they got this AI thing that they're doing now with earpiece and all that stuff. AI's telling them what to tell you so they don't have to pay you back money. Or you can get a refund or something from them. They're not going to give you a cent, people. Not a cent. AI is in there telling them how to get out of it. I caught him. I saw you using AI because I caught her. I caught the woman using it because I was complaining about my phone because it has these marks in it and everything. And I wanted a new phone because you could trade it in for no reason. $1,350. Hey, so I go to try to do it and they come up with everything. They're not going to give me a cent back. And they kicked me out of their store because I raised my voice. You said that I could get a new phone, no matter, nothing could be wrong with it. I can get a new phone. Well, what's wrong with your phone? Well, there's nothing wrong, but those 3 little dots are growing. They're different colored ones, and they're growing on my phone. They're getting bigger. And I want a new phone. I just paid $1,300 for this phone. So what did you? This is on the, I called them up. Okay, we're sending you a new phone. You put your phone in the new phone package and send it back within 14 days. Didn't tell me what the consequences were. Within 14 days, I said. So I'm trying to get into my phone. I can't get into my phone. It's disabled. I'm not going to send them back a phone with all my bank stuff on it and everything. Geez, I'm not that stupid. So they consider that. They've got an AI. They've got engineering plan. How not to give you back your money. How to get out from giving you back your money and charging you more. Because that's what happened. I went back. I told them about my phone. So you did that on the internet. We don't honor stuff from the internet. I says, I went to Spectrum to get this done. And you guys said you'll send me a new phone. Just send it back in 14 days. And I didn't get it back in 14 days. What'd you do? You fined me $1,200. Because I didn't get the phone back in 14 days. Nobody told me that. So the phone they sent me, they charged me for it. And then I go back there and I show them the 3 dots on the screen and everything. I want to trade it back in. They says, no, you did that on the internet. I said, I did it with Spectrum. Come on now. No, she's got this ear thing in her thing. And she's quoting different things. I says, oh, what are you doing, AI? Is AI telling you what to do, how to get out from underneath this? And she smiles at me because I caught her. They're using AI in an earpiece, or they go to school for it too. AI trains them how to get, so you don't have to pay them back anything. They ripped me again royally for 2 phones. The first time they did it, way back, I bought a phone, it was an iPhone, and they didn't sell iPhones at the time, but they sold it to me. Anyways, from Cloud. It was a cloud program. So I got $800. So I went and I got two phones from Consumer Cellular. 2 iPhones free, $25 a month. I took it. They said, well, what's your number from Spectrum? We got to get that and discontinue it. I said, no, I don't want them discontinued. I'm going to keep them. $14.95 a month for a second phone. I'm not going to do that. It's cheaper, twice as cheap as going with them. So they hung up on me. So within 3 days, their policy is proceed if you got the information. So they proceeded. They called up Spectrum, told them all the information. They gave them my number. And then Spectrum called me in for collection on the phone I bought from them. That was an iPhone that didn't even work in the area because they don't have 5G in the area. They sold it to me anyways. Without telling me, without disclosing it. I called other Verizon. I said, you have a 5G phone? Yeah, we have them, but there's no 5G in this area. They disclosed it. But Spectrum didn't do it. They did not disclose that there's no 5 in this area. They just charged me for the phone $800. And then when it came time, when they discontinued my number illegally, they got a game. It's the AI game. How do you get the customer away from another customer? AI would tell you just how to do it, too. Oh, man, I'm telling you, we're up against technology now, people. It's not brain against brain. It's brain against computer. And who's going to win? Especially the way they rationalize. I've caught AI wrong 12 times, at least a dozen times. One time they told me who the Pope was. I says, no, it's not him anymore. It's Pope Leo now. No, there was no Pope Leo. They said the Pope Benedict, whatever it was, or no, it was Francis, Pope Francis. He's still Pope. I says, no, he isn't. I says, he died. He's no longer Pope. There's a new Pope. No, there isn't. That would have been on the internet and all this. He's arguing with me. AI. So then I had them checking out, and they came back. Oh, we're awful sorry. You make mistakes. Oh, we didn't know there was a new Pope and all this. Blah, 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 blah. AI isn't foolproof, people. AI is erroneous. But you can program it so you can say the right thing back to the customer to discourage him about getting his money back. AI's got a big, nice program for that. I caught her doing it. Because I looked at her and I said, oh, you're using AI to debate me, huh? And she smiles at me. Oh, you caught that. Oh, you know what we're doing, huh? She smiled at me. So then I started argument with her. I looked at the phones and I said, God bless this place in the name of Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. May truth be. Because they're trying to rip me off every time I go in there. So at the first thing, when they got their $600, they wanted $600 more in the first iPhone that I bought from them. Spectrum now. See, and the devil's going to come right in, and I'm going to put it on pause. Somebody trying to give me $40,000 as a loan. Trying to get you in there for that interest stuff and everything, like the banks do. That's another thing. But anyways, to get back to the story about Spectrum and the phone and the iPhone. I got it, and Consumer Cellular got my phone number and phone fraud and told Spectrum about it, gave them all information. I called him back. I said, why did you give him my phone number and my account and everything? Why did you get it? We have 5 million people. If they have the information, we give it to them. We give them the phone number. I says, oh, man. So here I am. I owe $600 on. They want collection right now. They're going to put me in to collection. I told them what happened. I told them it was fraud. Consumer Cellular committed fraud. I told them not to contact you and get my number. And they went and hung up on me. And then their policy is within 3 days, if I don't get in touch with them somehow, they can process me. And they went and did it. And then when they did that, they closed my account with Spectrum. So they wanted collection on my phone. I says, oh, well, the phone ain't working. The phone, that didn't work because it's not 5G area. But I had the phone, I'm paying for it anyways. So anyway, it's such a long story, but to make it short and to the point, where was I? You gotta be on the ball. You gotta be on the ball with AI. Susan, don't bother me right now. Oh, God. Every time I do something, the phone goes, or somebody interrupts me, or whatever. Oh, man. I'm fighting the devil. I'm fighting evil. Nobody believes me. Look, my wife's yawning now. She's heard it too many times. All the people around me moved in, all against me, got the town against me. They came here and put all kinds of ordinances on me and everything. They're moving in on me, man. I'm telling you, this is what's happening. I'm on the ball. I got 2 4-year degrees and 1 2-year degree. I know what's going on. How many other people going through what I'm going through? Elderly like I am, 76 almost, and sick. COVID. And they're beating on me. And their phone. So I took my phone back to the company, that Spectrum. I handed it to them and I says, fix it and I'll buy it. I'll pay you the rest of the money. No, you pay the money and then we'll fix it. No, I says, you fix it and I'll pay you the money. No, we can't do that. Okay, I said, I'll pay it. So I paid him $600. So he says, give me the phone. So he's looking at it. He's going through it. Oh, he hands it back to me. He says, I can't fix it. I said, why? I says, I get a new phone then, right? No, you don't have insurance on it or anything. You bought it. It's yours. $600. They beat me out of. That's the first time they did something like that to me. And the other ones I forgot about. But I got videos on them. I got 500 videos. And I told the story of everything I got ripped on. They're in those videos. I'm telling it like it is because I'm on my way out. I probably won't be here for long. I got COVID real bad. Long COVID. Today's the first day I haven't coughed, though. I don't want to think about it because then I'll start coughing. Oh, boy. Dang! See what I mean? How you jump to conclusions and all that stuff because every little thing affects you somehow with long COVID. So we go from Spectrum into another deal with them. I'm buying this S24, and it goes opaque on me, like everything's black and white. Nothing has color in it like this screen here does. No color, just all black and white. I told him about it. Oh, that's a defect in the phone. We'll have to send you a new phone, and you send that phone back in 14 days. They didn't tell me what I got to exchange. And the lady later on tells me, well, exchanges are 30 days, but returns are within 14 days. I said, what are they talking about? Because they're trying to get out of it. It's AI telling them how to get out of it. How to get out of paying and making me pay for another phone. So I take it. The phone comes in the mail. I activate it. I'm trying to get into my other phone. I can't get into it to get the stuff off of it and everything. It's not responding right. So I didn't make it 14 days. So what do? They fine me $1,200. 14 days and come back more, $1,200. In other words, you paid for the phone you just got in the mail. So I bring the phone in, and I after that happened, I bring this phone in that I'm talking to on now. It's got 3, 4, 5. Now there's 6 little dots, different colors: green, yellow, turquoise. I can't see real great, but they're little dots that are showing up on my phone. And what they do is they'll expand. They'll get bigger and bigger and bigger. That's like this one's doing. This went from 3 dots to 6 dots now. It's getting bigger. So I told them, oh, you did that on the internet. I did it with Spectrum. What are you talking about? I did it on the internet. You guys gave me a new phone. You sent it to me, and now it's bad. It's not doing right. You said I could turn it back in for no reason. But now, no. We didn't say that. You bought that on the internet. That has nothing to do with our store here. I'm in their store, right? Where the guy pulled that $600 deal on me. You pay $600 and we'll fix the phone. Okay, I paid it. Oh, we can't fix it. I said, well, I'll get a new phone done. No, you don't have insurance. You paid. It's your phone. AI. That is a game that AI plays. You don't understand what we're up against, people. We're up against demonic influence for people who have big businesses and hire AI to make it so they don't get paid back. Showing you a way out. Because I caught the lady. I argued with her at the store about what they're doing to me. I told her the story about the phone with my wife falling down. After that happened, my wife passed out, broke her leg right in front of the restroom. I was arguing with the phone company over that $600 deal and everything. She passed out, fell down, broke her ankle. I went back and told them about it. They called me a liar. You're a liar. That never happened. I don't lie. I hate lying. I do not lie. I do not steal either. That's what happened to me. I can go on and on and on about complaining about the phone companies and now the warranty companies. Oh, I got story after story. It's all on video. I got 500 videos. And every thing that's happened to me is on a video. And I'm keeping track of it. They're waiting for me to lose it, see? And then I get too old, or if I die, they can come in with the collection. And then if there's nobody paid off the collection, what do they get? My property, my house! That's what they're waiting for. They know I'm an old codger. And hey, COVID, I'm going to conk out shortly. They're going to come in with a lien and take over my house. I've got 4,000 square foot at $300 a square foot. How much money are they going to make off a stinking $1,000? And I'm telling you, we're being hoodwinked by foreign government. Because all these companies that are owned by foreign countries. Arbitration, arbitration, arbitration. I lost arbitration over a Bible. I bought a Bible in Aramaic, transcribed over into English for $40. I bought it. I never got it. Whole month went by, I called up PayPal. Said, what happened to my book? I didn't get it. Oh, we'll check it out. So they checked it out. They never called me back. So a whole month goes by, so I called them back and said, what happened? They said, we called them and they said, they sent you the book. You owe them the money. I said, where's the tracker on it? Where's the track that they sent me that book? Couldn't come up with it. They just hung up on me. PayPal. Now I call them back and they said I never charged anything. I know I did. And I got it in my bank statements too. So they can't come up against me about that. Everybody's trying to get out from under it. AI is telling them how to discourage people trying to get their money back. That's what we're up against, people. We're up against demonic influences to rip off the poor people in the world, the disabled, the people with dementia. And I'm included. I have short-term forgetfulness. I have dementia, the beginning stages of it. How do I keep my train of thought? How do I keep things organized? I don't. I go day to day and I do whatever I can do to make it look better or make it better. But I never get it done completely. And I'm an old man. And that's what the banks are doing to me. Hey, they sent me, oh God, it's all on my videos. What the banks did to me. Oh, man. You wouldn't believe the games that are being run to not pay you back the money you're owed. Can't take them to court anymore. It's all arbitration. You gave your court rights up by going arbitration. And if you don't like it, you say, I don't want to arbitrate. Well, then go someplace else. There's no place else to go. Everybody's owned by foreign countries. They've come in and taken us over and went to arbitration, took our court rights away. And all the judges going, man, that was a big load took off our heads. Arbitration. So many court cases out there. And arbitration came along. No more court cases. With the companies that go arbitration. Can't take them to court. You signed off. And that's what that's what PayPal told me. They said you bought the Bible. They sent the Bible. You have to pay for it. I says, I didn't get any Bible. PayPal just hung up on me. It says, you agreed to arbitration. We can't do nothing about it. And they're supposed to give you back your money and all that stuff you get took or all that. That's a bunch of bull crap. That's bull. They never give you back a dime, PayPal. Oh, I'm talking about big companies now, right? They're going to come and haul me away. Put me in jail. Because I spoke out. Telling everybody what's going on. I got to worry every day. Somebody put a bullet in my head. Not only over this, over a lot of other things that I've come up with. Like the banks. The banks are ripping elderly off who have dementia. You forget to put money in your checking account, they put $500 in for you. Then you pay it back $31 a month at 24% interest until it's paid off. And you got 30, 40, 50, 100,000 in a savings account. Why don't they just, when your check comes in at the beginning of the month, just take a little bit of money and put it in your checking account? You don't have to worry about a couple grand going in your checking account every month. That's what I did. I just wanted you to do that for everybody else, that's getting the check coming in. We're here to do the banking, not to teach it. Is that the exact same words they told me? How do I know? Because that's what they told me. We're not here to teach banking. We're here to do the banking. And we're going to do you. Get your money. You know how much money? Say 100,000 people with dementia. Forget to put deposit in their account at the beginning of the month, to cover their checks and all that. They come up short. Now I see if you don't have money in the savings, then it would be worth getting that program. But if you got $100,000 in bank, and then they're loaning you 500, I said, where'd you get the 500 from? From the bank. Well, that's where all my 100,000 is in the bank. So you took 500 out of my $100,000 and gave it back to me and charged me 24% interest. That's exactly what they did. I got suckered into it a couple times till I come to. I said, how can I beat this? I says, well, every time my check comes in at the beginning of the month, because I'm a disabled veteran, every time it comes in, I got spinal stenosis from Agent Orange. I get a chunk of change every month. I deserve it. I fought that war. That wasn't an easy war to fight, people. I had to put rockets out that didn't take off. Fell on the deck and started spinning around. I had to put them out with a fire extinguisher. My heart was in my throat several times. I earned my money. But all we get is people see, like the banks, they see all these old people and they're getting all these checks coming in every month, and it just sits in the bank. Nobody does anything, and it just sits there and says, how can we get some of that money? Well, if they got dementia and they forget to put money in their checking account, you can give them a loan for 500, and it will be paid back 24% interest of 500. That's what does that be? I don't know, 24%. I don't know, like 25% of 500. So you can do it that way. I can do it right off I'm not going to tax my mind to do all that stuff. But anyways, they said, well, I says, well, when my check comes in, put $2,000 in my checking account, so I don't have to worry about getting a loan. After they got me twice on it, I paid 2 or 3 months, 24% interest, and then I caught out. So I paid it off. The 500 that they put in there. I paid the whole thing off, so I didn't have to pay any more interest every month. That's what they're waiting for. You're just going to pay it off, and you're old, you're stupid, you don't know how to bank, so they're going to grab your money. And that's what they do. And I'll tell you who did it. Credit unions. I belong to federal credit unions. And they're ripping off the elderly that have dementia. With this, they send you a letter in the mail. If you're short on your checking account, we will automatically put 500 into it, and you'll pay it back at a certain amount of interest and everything every month. We'll cover you. You'll be covered. You don't have to worry about not having enough money in your checking account. Well, why don't you just take at the beginning of the month, the second day of the month, or the third day of the month, put the money in the checking account, 2,000 out of your whatever your check is. Oh, well, yeah, we can do that. So they did it. I said, why don't you tell people about it? He says, we don't teach banking here. We do the banking. It's up to you to know how to do the banking. Imagine that. That's an answer from AI. It's got to be an answer. That's something that AI would come up against, or come up to answer you with, to stifle you. Because it's geared to do that. AI is geared as a business. You can go AI with a business. It costs you money and everything. And they'll stick up for you for everything. Because I've had AI come in and tell me how I've been really ripped off several times. And that there's violations and all kinds of criminal violations that they violated. One of the credit unions took me off my joint account with my wife without my signature. And it was for four years. I didn't know. They took me off. 4 years. And then one day, I had to tally up how much money we had together, all of us together in the bank. So I called up, tried to get into my savings account with my wife and when her savings account. They said, "Oh, we can't give you that information. You're not a member of that anymore." I said, "What?" He says, "Yeah, you were taken off that account 4 years ago. We sent you a letter." I said, "I didn't get any letter. You got a tracking letter? The letter that you sent me? Do you have a tracker?" They can't come up with that. They show me a copy that was like freshly made with my initials on it. I don't think I put my full signature on anything on a contract. Listen, because I'm a real estate broker. You put your full signature. You don't initial a contract. You put your full signature on it. They don't have my full signature. I never gave them a permission to take me off that account. And it was against the law. They broke the law. They said, "No, we didn't." Because I told them what to tell me. I wasn't going to go for it. So I had that lingering. I have that lingering now. Man, I'm telling you. They charged me a couple times $500. They put $500 in checking because I forgot to put stuff in the because I get dementia, short-term memory loss. I've got a good memory, but I have dementia, short-term dementia. In other words, things that are trivial, things I just forget it, and I forget to put it in checking account. So I thought about it. I says, well, at the beginning of the month, I just tell them to put in $2,000 into my checking and $2,000 into my savings. Okay, something like that. And I beat it. I said, "Why didn't you tell me that at the beginning?" And they said, "We're here to do the banking, not to teach it. We don't teach banking. They're here to get your money. That's what it is. AI is on their side. It's a professional AI account you pay money for. And they tell you how to get, so you don't have to pay back the money. How to get out of it." And poor stupid little dudes, 75, 76, they get your money. How many people are they doing that to? 10,000? 10,000 at 24% interest every month on $500. That's a chunk of change, people. And that's what they're doing, nibbling us to death. They're frothing at the bit to get the retired people's money. And if they got dementia, too bad. You forget to put money in checking, we'll put $500 in there for you, and you pay it back at 24% interest, $37 a month. 24% of that is their money. Till it 500 is paid off. See what they're doing? Who will ever know that? They'll know that when I'm dead and gone, maybe, or somebody points it out, or whatever. Nobody will ever know. You're all getting ripped off by AI. And if they've got professional AI where they pay for it, you're getting ripped off royally. Because they'll come up with every angle they can not to give you your money back. Somehow. Discourage you. So I'm in here with this phone here, with the 3-4 dots on it. I said, "I want another phone." "No, you can't do that. You did that on the internet. And it has nothing to do with Spectrum with this office." I says, "You're all one. What are you talking about?" Spectrum gave me this because the other phone went black and white on me. They said, oh, they were familiar with it. So they said, oh, your phone went bad, so they said, you got 14 days to bring it back, to send it back. So I'm trying to figure out how to get into the phone, get all my stuff on my banking and everything else, and I can't figure it out and everything, and 14 days went by because I forgot. A couple of days go by, and remember, and I try, then I forget again. For 14 days was up, and I got fined $1,200. In other words, they charged me for the phone they just sent me in the mail. Because the other phone was already paid off. Paid $1,250, $1,350 some dollars for it. The first S24 I bought. Then they replaced it, and then they charged me $1,200 fine for not getting it back in 14 days. And I called up the lady on the phone, and AI. Oh, listen to this one. I called the lady up on the phone. She says, well, there's two programs. The one you get it back in 14 days, and the other one is a trade, and you get it back in 30 days. You can have it for 30 days. And I tell them, oh, we don't have that program. That's an internet program. That's not Spectrum program. Oh, come on, people. That's AI. Bullshitting you. You're out of your money. Be aware of it, people. Be aware of it. You pay the money to AI, and they'll make it so nobody can collect off you. Or nobody can give you your money back. And then you can buy it yourself. You can buy business AI too. And then they'll defend you. You say, okay, this is what happened. And then they'll tell you all different types of things. How they broke the law here, how they broke the law there, how whatever they did, And they got all in your favor, and you write it out on paper and print it out, make a letter, and send it in to them. Get your money back. You want to go through all that? I haven't done it yet. I'm talking to the district attorney here shortly. Tell everybody what's going on.